This is induction session number 2 for students on the MAHRM and postgraduate diploma in HRM. I'm Christine Daly and I'm the course director, and I will guide you through the slides in this session. So this is the content for our second induction session. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how your course works in terms of the credits that you will accumulate and the classifications that you can come out with. I'll tell you about what happens when you're experiencing difficulties and maybe you're not able to meet your deadlines and therefore you need to apply for mitigation. I'll also talk to you about what it's like to be a postgraduate student at the university and how we can support you in your studies, and I'll also signpost you to some online modules that you can do to help you prepare for your studies prior to starting your modules on the MAHRM or the postgraduate diploma in HRM. And at the end of the session there'll be a question and answer session. If you're not in the face-to-face seminar, then you can join the online question and answer session that will take place at the end of the week. Whether you're on the MA in Human Resource Management or the Postgraduate Diploma in Human Resource Management, we provide a course handbook which gives important information that you'll need to refer to during your time as a student with us. You can access your course handbook online by logging onto any My Beckett site. All of our courses are taught in modules, and all of our modules have credits attached to them. And when you pass a module, then you gain some credits towards your master's degree. Most modules on master's level courses are worth 20 credits, except the dissertation module. On our course, the dissertation module is called the MAHRM Dissertation Project. And dissertation modules are worth 60 credits, so in other words, a third of the course. So a master's level course is worth 120 credits. That's 6 modules at 20 credits, plus a 60 credit dissertation. Now, to become a master's graduate at Leeds Beckett University, although your course is worth 180 credits, you need to actually achieve 160 credits to pass that course, because we do allow you to have one module where you haven't achieved the pass mark, if you have a mark that's slightly less than the pass mark. But we would have expected you to have attempted the first sit and the resit of that module. So if you have 160 credit points, then we will still give you a Master's in Human Resource Management, assuming that you've satisfied all the other submission and attainment requirements for each of your modules. But students on the Masters in Human Resource Management who successfully graduate, mainly, most of them want to be members of the Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development at Level 7. And the CIPD insist that all of the modules on the course be passed. So if you haven't passed all of your modules, then you're not going to be eligible for CIPD Level 7 membership. So we strive to ensure that our students do pass all of their modules. So as well as a Masters in HR, they can also be eligible for membership of the CIPD at Level 7. Master's level, and that's whether you're doing a full master's degree or a postgraduate diploma, your award can be classified at 3 levels, and those levels are distinction, merit and pass. To achieve a distinction award, you need to achieve an overall average of 70% or more in your assessments, or at least half of your modules need to be at distinction level, that's 70% plus in your assessments. If you're doing the full master's degree, then your dissertation, which of course is worth 60 credits, must also be at distinction level in order for you to be eligible for a distinction level award. The rules are similar for the award of merit. However, to achieve the award of merit, you need an overall average of 60% or more in assessments contributing towards your final award. And of course, if you're doing the Masters, then your dissertation must be at merit level. An overall average of 40% is required to achieve a pass level award. And although we mentioned earlier on that you can have one module at slightly less than 40% in order to still be awarded your master's or your postgraduate diploma, that does not apply to the dissertation. The dissertation must be passed if you're on the full master's degree. I'd now like to move on and say a little bit about mitigation and extenuating circumstances. For all your modules, you'll have assessments, and for all of those assessments there will be deadlines. However, sometimes things happen that impact on a student's ability to meet those deadlines. If circumstances beyond your control mean that you're not able to meet a coursework deadline, or you're not able to turn up to sit an exam, then the mitigation and extenuating circumstances rules can apply. For a piece of coursework, you can apply for an extension of up to 10 working days. If 10 working days isn't enough, then you can apply for mitigation. Mitigation means that we defer the assessment to the next assessment period, and we would assess you without penalty. You will need to provide evidence to support your case if you're applying for an extension or mitigation, and it depends what your circumstances will be as to the type of evidence that you will need to provide. Your course director and your course administrator can provide advice on the type of evidence that will be required in order to apply for an extension or for mitigation. If you are unable to attend to sit an exam, then you cannot apply for an extension because extensions don't apply for examinations. Then you will have to apply straight away for mitigation. But if you are in difficulty and you do think you might not be able to sit an exam or you might not be able to meet the deadline, the first thing that you should do is contact your course director for advice and support. There are several reasons why you might need mitigation, and those extenuating circumstances could include illness of yourself or a close family member, a bereavement, being a victim of crime. There are quite a few things that would mean that you had a case for mitigation and extenuating circumstances. Of course, the course director can help you, and the Students' Union can also offer guidance as well. If you do need to apply for mitigation, contact your course director and contact your course administrator as well to inform the university. It's very important, if you are unwell or the circumstances beyond your control prevent you from being able to work on your coursework or be ready to submit your exam, that you do contact us and apply for either an extension or mitigation if it's a piece of coursework, or for mitigation if it's an exam. Because if you submit that piece of work or you attend that exam and then decide afterwards that you really weren't very well and that you haven't performed to the best of your ability, the university cannot normally accommodate you, because the university operates a fit to sit or a fit to submit approach. This means that if you turn up to take your exam or you submit your assessment, then you are declaring yourself fit to do so. So it's very hard to apply for retrospective mitigation. So therefore, if you are unwell or you feel that you're disadvantaged in any way, you really must contact your course administrator or your course director as soon as possible. Do not submit your coursework or sit your exam, and make sure that you apply for mitigation and provide your evidence within 5 working days if that is at all possible.